What's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys with yet another Atlanta Falcons news. This is going to be a little bit of a just a different spin to Atlanta Falcons news, and I think this is huge news for the simple fact that it's going to affect a lot of things, not only in the NFL draft, but the up and coming contract negotiations for certain players on the Atlanta Falcons team. So let's get straight to it, man. The Browns have signed Denzel Ward to a 5-year, $100.5 million contract extension that includes $71 million guaranteed per source at the age of 24. Ward is the highest paid cornerback, surpassing cornerback Jalen Ramsey of the Rams. Again, man, this is $100 million contract, man. This is going to mean a lot of things, and I think this is a huge sign for the Atlanta Falcons on what they're going to do when it comes down to the current players that they have on roster. And I think at this present time, man, I think, you know, when you have a guy like AJ Terrell who's lurking in the back, I really believe that with his skill set, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for the simple fact that, you know, AJ Terrell, for the most part, he's considered one of the best young corners in the game, and he's only getting better. The Falcons continue to improve their roster. You see AJ Terrell continuously improving his game, and right now he's in the third year of his contract, which for the most part the Falcons have a, you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and look, they pick up that 5th-year option for the for AJ Terrell, man. It's going to be a good one. So at the end of the day, you got AJ Terrell, who's coming up on a contract in the next 3 years, man. The Falcons have a choice, and at this point in time, the way that things are constructed, AJ Terrell is going to get his money, and the price is only going up on corners. And at this point in time, you got a lot of people that is considering that that the Falcons should take a guy like Sauce, Derek Stingley with that 8 pick. I just don't see it happening unless you have you don't have any plans for AJ Terrell to be the future cornerback for the Atlanta Falcons. And like I said, man, I just don't see it happening. So this definitely is and will affect the Atlanta Falcons. So in my opinion, you guys can leave your comments below, but in my opinion, I don't see the Atlanta Falcons drafting a corner in the first round with AJ Terrell on this roster. This is a comment that I thought was interesting also regarding this conversation, which is why we need to plan on franchise tagging him or trading him. Can't pay a guy that money in a rebuild. And I don't think this guy knows exactly what he's talking about as far as AJ Terrell's contract which is the reason why I made the video. The Falcons are 3 years removed away, so they don't have to worry about paying AJ Terrell, a new contract until 2024. So at the current time, the Falcons are doing well. They don't have to focus on that, but I don't see the Falcons trading him. I think he's going to be one of the staples of the defense of DNPs in the Falcons' future contract. So I don't see him going anywhere, but this is another update that I think is problematic when it comes down to the wide receivers in the NFL at the private time. And AJ Brown is very upset, and he's not listening to he's not too keen on the rumors and the things that people are talking about him, and it goes a little something like this: I'm a diva and I'm a bad teammate. All of a sudden, laugh out loud. Okay, do what you have to do then, and so will I. And look, I said this earlier today in a chat. Sometimes players don't want to hear the negatives when it comes down to their contract negotiations. It's a part of the game, and not that it's right, not that it's fair, um, to a certain degree. But when you're looking at contract negotiations, man, and giving people a lot of money, you got to take the bad as well as the good. Um, you're going to be making close to $100 million. I can say that with all honesty. Um, so it's an investment not only in the player skill set, but the player in itself. Is he a good model citizen? Can he be a franchise player that's going to lead the team into the next few years? I'm not sure. All I know is AJ Brown is an absolute dynamic and fantastic wide receiver. But a lot of times players just don't want to hear the negative part of them, as not only a player but as a someone off the field. So at the end of the day, man, I see it both ways, from the player standpoint as well as the organization's standpoint. So let me know what you guys think about this. This has been your boy Mad Mike with another Atlanta Falcons news update. I'm gone, baby. Peace.